Spain, a country that needs no introduction. It is one of those countries that many people want to move to. Maybe not from a tax perspective, but definitely from a lifestyle one. Or you might just want to get the Spanish passport so you can have access to the European Union. Hi, my name is Sadife and I work in the strategy department here at Nomad Capitalist. There are actually a few ways to qualify for Spanish citizenship, but today we will cover citizenship by descent and the golden visa. Let's start with citizenship by descent. You can qualify through descent if your family's heritage is Spanish, if your parents were Spanish. There is a new addition though to this eligibility. Now, grandchildren and great-grandchildren will also be able to get citizenship under some conditions. The actual process can take some time, and this is not a fast-track route at all. You should start the process with a document collection to prove your link to your ancestors, which is usually very time-consuming. After that, you need to pass the citizenship exams. There are two in total, the DELEA2 and the CCSE. The first one is a basic language test, and the CCSE tests knowledge of Spanish social cultural customs and knowledge of the Spanish Constitution. After you pass these tests, then you pay the application fee and post your documents. Although if you do not qualify through descent, you can always go through the golden visa process, which is obviously on the pricey side. Although a bill was submitted to the Congress to terminate the Spanish golden visa by purchase of real estate, which soon might make Spain the third country to end its golden visa after Ireland and Portugal, potentially, although partially. Additionally, you should note that you are generally required to renounce your citizenship, as Spain doesn't allow dual citizenship. The golden visa is a residency visa which is issued to non-EU nationals who make investments in the country. In most cases, the Spanish golden visas are issued to someone who purchases real estate. However, with this potentially ending, you still have other options. The first one is investing in the Spanish public debt of at least 2 million euros. Another option is buying shares in a company or making a deposit in a Spanish bank of at least 1 million euros. You can also invest in a new business that will offer employment opportunities, contribute to scientific or technological innovation, and have a relevant socio-economic impact in the area where the business will be undertaken. You can't apply for golden visa in Spain if you intend to make the investment through a loan. So the investment has to be made through your own funds. However, you can use loans and financing to pay for the amount exceeding the initial requirements. Meaning, if you have already made the investment worth of the initial requirements, then you can use loans for additional investments. Joint investment is also possible. However, even in this case, each applicant has to meet the minimum requirements depending on the route. As dependents, you can add your spouse and children under the age of 18. If you have any kids who are not minors but are nonetheless dependent due to any health or mental conditions, they also qualify for the visa. If you're also thinking of adding your elderly parents, you can add them as well, but they need to live with you and additionally be dependent on you financially. The golden visa is valid for 1 year and it should be exchanged in Spain for a residency permit before the end of its validity. The residency permit is valid for 2 years and it can be renewed without any stay requirement as long as you maintain your investment in Spain. You can apply for permanent residency after 5 years of continuous residency in Spain, so at least 6 months each year. The golden visa is also obviously a pathway to citizenship by investment if you live in Spain for at least 10 years, provided that you meet certain criteria. In addition, you cannot have a criminal record, you need to prove you weren't refused visas or entry into the Schengen zone in the past, and you must have health insurance in Spain or obtain one prior to applying for the golden visa. And obviously, you must have enough financial means to sustain yourself and your family while in Spain. There is an exemption to the 10-year rule. So if you are a national from Spanish American countries, Andorra, the Philippines, Equatorial Guinea, Portugal, and those of Sephardic origin, only have to wait 2 years to apply for citizenship. When it comes to taxation, so if you are purchasing real estate, some additional fees might be applicable, such as certain taxes, stamp duty, VAT, which is typically around 1% of the property purchase. Obviously, investors who are residents in Spain for over 183 days in any year are only charged taxes on their worldwide income, meaning that they will be tax residents there. For those non-resident individuals, tax is charged at 24.75% on income derived in the country, such as rental income. This can be reduced with expenses. Capital gains tax applies to any profit on the sale of the property, and this starts at 24%, rising to 27% for gains over 50,000 euros. There are allowances and deductions that can be made. Annual property taxes are payable to the local authority, which are typically 200 euros to 400 euros per year for an apartment. Thank you so much for watching this video, and we look forward to hearing your feedback on the comments section below.